I left a comment today on the United States Postal Service website. It was more of a compliment, and it was a very presumptuous one. I wanted to thank them ahead of time for getting some sort of email service together. You know, it's very funny when the government wants to say that you have to do something in order to get something, but then there's no trackable or traceable way. So obviously, if the government said, hey, you have to look for work, wouldn't it be nice if you could have that situation where the post office or where you have like that email address? Like, I've had some issues with my email and different emails that I've had and the timeliness of receiving emails and stuff. And, you know, it'd be just the bee's knees to have an app where there's a geofence, you scan the geofence, you can get your email, you know, do your thumbprint or face rec or whatever you want to do, or PIN code. Then all of a sudden you get, you know, your specific, hey, this is this is that, brought to you by the post office. And that just makes sense. And every month they could just mail you a little postcard saying, yo, you got 35 emails you didn't check. You know, and obviously then you don't give that email address out to everybody, you know, but you go to apply for this at a government office, you give that email address. You go to apply for a new driver's license, you give that email address, your post office email address. You get, and it's verifiable then. And then all of a sudden when you get emails to that, say you don't want to have paper, or you don't want to, you know, you want to have some sort of way to say I live here. Now you got the post office app and you just tap the button saying I'm here, let me get my email. You know, it sounds crazy to me to even say it, but when I think about it, we're in the 21st century when you need to get a 22nd century, whatever you want to say. And when you need to get something like that, you just need to get it. And I think that the government needs to do it. And I don't think that's that far off for them to, you know, still have something where they send you a little thing every month. Hey, you have this many emails, this, that, or the other. You still get normal mail too. But when it comes down to, you got to prove that you looked for work for 80 hours a month or whatever to get food stamps, you should have there should be a clutter-free way of looking and saying, look, this is what I did.